Hello, my dear friends. I'm Dr. Schultz, and here we are in beautiful, the center of Italy, Tuscany. A wonderful area loaded with medicinal herbs, just like America, because remember, the same herbs, every herb I talk about in this series grows from New York to California and just about everywhere in between, and you can grow it, especially this herb. This is mint, mentha. And we have Mentha piperita, which is peppermint. We have Mentha spicata, which is spearmint. We have about 20 different species of mentha that grow throughout the world, and but they're all mint. But one of the great ones is peppermint and spearmint, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, how do you find this? We'll take a look down here. This is a ditch, my friends. Look all the way down. Camera person, take it all the way down to the valley. When you want to find mint, you go for water, and water is in ditches. Mints always grow in wet areas. Why do I have my stick again? Because remember, stick, golf club, tennis racket, whatever you want, but when you get out in the wild, you're going to run into a few critters, and you might have to bump them out of the way, or they might bump you out of the way. Okay, so wet area. With your mints, it's the wet area. Also, here we have it, purple flowers. You'll see that the flower's almost gone, but you have these beautiful violet, lilac-colored, beautiful light purple flowers on the mint. And here we have a mint right up here. What's another identifying characteristic? Well, it has a square stem. A square stem. Yes, that's right. Everything in the mint family has a square stem, which is very unique. Purple flowers. It grows in a wet area, and it also has opposite leaves. And I'll show you a picture in a minute what opposite leaves are, but the leaves are opposite each other versus alternate. One leaf here, one leaf here, one leaf here. Opposite, there's a leaf opposite the other leaf. And wow, that was a pheasant that just flew right over us. Okay, and that's a great way to identify mint, but remember, it's in a wet area. Now, the greatest thing is if you want mint, you can't find it in your area, grow your own, my friends, grow your own. You can easily grow spearmint and peppermint, and you can go to a garden center and find it and buy it. But just remember, plant it in an area of your yard that's a little wet, that's a little sloppy. It could be where a water pipe drains or irrigation drains, or it could be where your hose is, or where you water your dogs and the dog bell slops. But plant mint, you're going to love it. It's an herb that you want to have around your house. Now, where does it naturally grow? Everywhere on the planet. India, Asia, China, the Middle East, North and South America. You can go anywhere and find mint. Okay, what part of the plant do we use? Well, we can use the whole herb with peppermint, which means everything above the ground. Now, predominantly it's the leaves. That's where we have the highest amount of the essential oil, but you can use the flower, the stem, everything above the ground. If I'm talking about a root or a rhizome, that's everything below the ground, or if we're talking specific leaf, flower, seed, then just use that part. But with peppermint, you can use everything, but the leaves are the power part. Okay, what's it been used for throughout history? It is the digestive plant. The digestive plant. Numero uno. Number one, my friends. When you think of mint, think of digestive. Okay, what are the phytochemicals in peppermint? What gives it its powerful medicinal action? Why do I call it the digestive of the planet? Well, it has a volatile essential oil in it. About 1 to 3% of the plant chemicals in here are a very, very strong essential oil. When it's distilled, it's called peppermint oil, or sometimes menthol. And of peppermint oil, the menthol content is about 30 to 50% of peppermint oil is menthol. And this is the phytochemical peppermint oil or menthol that is in the mint species that makes it the digestive plant. Now, spearmint also has it, but it's a lot less potent, but it still works, my friends. But if you're going to buy something at the garden center and grow it in a wet area around your house, buy peppermint. Mentha piperita. Okay, well, think of it. Come on, for millennium, it's been a digestive herb. And think of it as the after-dinner mint. Why would we call it an after-dinner mint? Because mint helps you digest your food. It's in after-dinner drinks, digestives. Over here in Italy, they have Mentha. Mentha, a mint bitter drink, a wonderful mint bitter drink if it didn't have alcohol, to help you digest your food. You have peppermint schnapps, peppermint, all types of peppermint drinks to help you digest your food after dinner. Now, the Merck Index, which again is the scientific chemistry book of the universe, presented by Merck and Company, the Merck Index says peppermint and spearmint are carminatives. Now, what's a carminative again? Something that stops the production of gas in your intestinal tract, and if you do already have gas, it will help expel it. So peppermint is considered a carminative. Now, when you look also under peppermint, you see that it's an antispasmodic and a gastric sedative, so it stops spasms within the body, especially in the intestines. This makes it beautiful for gas, cramps, colic, indigestion, nausea, gastric reflux, anything, again, from your mouth to your anus, like we talked about with fennel. Peppermint will help out. It stops the production of gas, expels gas. It's an antispasmodic, and it's a gastric sedative. One reason it's used by medicine is they give you peppermint oil capsules before they do endoscopic checking out, like colonoscopies or endoscopies of your intestines. They give you peppermint oil capsules because it is a gastric sedative. Now, what would that be great for? Irritable bowel? I can't think of a greater herb for irritable bowel syndrome because it's a gastric sedative, a gastric antispasmodic. In fact, there was a study over here in Italy with peppermint oil capsules, using them for only 4 weeks, and 75% of the patients had a major reduction in IBS or irritable bowel syndrome. I got the attention of those out there with IBS. Okay, it's also an antispasmodic to the bile duct. So if someone is having some type of gallbladder or bile duct spasm, well, here we have it. It's an antispasmodic for the entire digestive tract from your mouth to your anus. Okay, my friends, so we have this beautiful peppermint. It's a smooth muscle relaxant. Okay, it was used, peppermint oil, before endoscopic checking or colonoscopies. It's a powerful antipyretic, which also means it stops itching. This is why the deep tissue oil is great. It helps stop itching in the body. It's also why I put menthol in my bug cream, because if you're already bit, you put that on and it stops the itching. It's a powerful, powerful antipyretic. Now let's talk a little bit, one story first. I had a lady that came in my clinic with cancer. She was riddled with digestive cancer, colon cancer, stomach cancer. She was dying, and she wasn't going to do anything. She was about almost 90 years old, and I said, do you have any herbs growing around your house? And she said, yes, I have tons of peppermint. I said, just start eating the peppermint and drinking peppermint tea and using the peppermint as many times a day as you can. Lo and behold, 6 months later, she came back to see me, and all her stomach and colon cancer was gone, just from using massive amounts of peppermint. Why? I don't know, but I'm telling you, it happened. Okay, friends, so let's get to the bottom line. Which of my herbal formula has peppermint in it? Well, a lot of them. Okay, a lot of them. Remember, I said it is the digestive herb. So right away, it's in my digestive tonic and my digestive shot. You have peppermint, fennel, and ginger, the three greatest, most powerful digestive herbs. Remember, we talked about fennel, but now with peppermint, we have a carminative, we have an antispasmodic, we have a sedative for the whole digestive system. It's in the digestive tonic, the digestive shot. It also, for those reasons, it's in the Breath Fresh. because it's antibacterial in your mouth, and it also makes your breath smell great. It'll cover up any amount of cloves of garlic, so that's why it's in my Breath Fresh. It's also for the same reason in my daily oral therapy and the tooth and gum, because it smells minty, it covers up garlic and any intense food that you've ate, and it's also a great oral antibacterial. Now, it's also in my throat and tonsil tonic and spray because it soothes. It's soothing to sore throats. It's wonderful. And also the menthol helps with coughs. This is why, again, it's in my lung tonic, because it's not only a lung antispasmodic, it relieves coughs, but look it out there, menthol, eucalyptus cough drops. I won't name brand names, but menthol's been used for throats, tonsils, and coughs since time began, because people recognized how great it was for soothing irritation and stopping the spasms, even in your bronchioles, even in your lungs. And of course, it's in my deep tissue. Menthol, which is a strong concentrate of peppermint oil, is in the deep tissue because it's an analgesic. What is an analgesic? It relieves pain. It relieves aches and pain. And so it's great for muscle cramps and headaches. This is why a little deep tissue on the temples for headaches. It was used for years in all types of preparations like Bengay, but I use only organic and natural menthol from peppermint, not some chemically derived stuff. And it is powerful for relieving pain, relieving spasms, for headaches, for muscle cramps, for aches and pains in the body. You know how to use the deep tissue repair, and it's also in my bug block and bug barrier formulas because insects don't like it. Cut some peppermint and bring it around your house. It'll keep the bugs away, but it's another reason it's in that formula, and also to stop the itch. It's in my KBT friends. It's in so many of my herbal formula. Do you get the message? You need to get out into nature. You need to discover some herbs. If you don't have mint growing in a wet area around you, plant some. Have some mint around you. It'll make the greatest summer and fall tea. Come on, friends, let's get out in nature. Oh, by the way, who's the boss man? Dr. Schultz is the boss man. This great hat was made for me by the team of wonderful friends and people working at my botanical pharmacy. Dr. Schultz, the boss man.